Going once. Going twice.
You guys are looking at me like I'm crazy. That's okay. Guess what? Hi guys. I kind of am. I'm a Chabad Chassid. Chabad Chassidus teaches us that there are sparks of holiness everywhere. That the idea of this physical world is a home, a future home of God. It is a now home, a present home of God. Hidden treasures everywhere. Although the treasures are not the gold and the silver that we're thinking about. Rather, they are hidden in the gold and in the silver that we're thinking about. So you thought you were just getting gold and silver or something far beyond money. But imagine that there was something infinitely greater than that. A spark of godliness, literally, that was waiting for you to come along and elevate it. And how do you know all this? Because you learned Chabad Chassidus. Because you see the deeper meaning of the Torah. Because you start to recognize, after living in this drone of this world, that it's not just about the money. It's not just about the power. It's about what's inside of all of the physicality within your reach and how you're able to transform it. How you're able to see beyond the dollar sign. How you're able to see beyond the gold, beyond the silver, beyond the diamonds. Now, you understand the watch market. There is a major klippa. I've been saying this forever. Well, since the last year. There's a major klippa in the watch market. Why is that? Why is it, let me ask you this question, that if you never knew about watches before, and all of a sudden you hear me talking about it, and you see a picture of the 5711 Tiffany, or you see a picture of the rose gold Sky Dweller, or you see a picture of a Daytona Panda, it's just a piece of metal. A car drives over it, a truck drives over it, no one cares anymore. That's not true. People will run into the street to pick it up like it's living. Oh my gosh, how? Why is that? Because there's a major clip over here. Because there's a major shell surrounding a very holy spark of godliness. And what is the point of that? The point is, it is our job to reach into this market and to extract this godliness. Because it cannot just be that the point of watches is just to bring people in to buy more watches. There's a reason that it has such a strong magnetic pull. Are you guys paying attention yet? Why is it that you didn't know about watches yesterday, and now once you see them, something goes on in your brain? You need to see more of them. I'm telling you, there's a clip over here. As far as luxury goods goes, we could possibly say, very, very strongly so, that all the luxury is not being used in the way it was intended to. Basketball players are great people. They love playing basketball. But they have millions and millions and millions of dollars. So what do? They go and they buy $1 million watch. Is that like the best way to use it? It depends. It depends. It could be. That basketball player has a chance now to take one of the biggest, strongest forces of Klippa and use it to serve God. How? By striking up a conversation with someone else where it all starts with the watch and then it continues on to doing a random act of goodness and kindness. I have been saying this for a long time. There's a lot of sparks in the luxury watch market. And there's a strong pull in the luxury watch market. And that's not a coincidence. So now that you know that, it would make sense why a watch 2 days ago that cost $12,000. Okay? Once the Tiffany, the Patek 5711, the Tiffany exploded.
Going once. Going twice.
On the market,
Sold!
by the amount that it went for, $6.5 million. There was another watch. This is the watch I'm talking about. It was a Oyster Perpetual, a Rolex, and it had the same type of color, a Tiffany dial. It's not even an official Tiffany dial, but it's just the same exact color. You know what happened to that piece? Once the world saw the Patek and that color, that hue, whatever it is, that shade of Tiffany blue, they lost their mind. And they needed this piece so much that a few days ago it was going for $12,000, and today it's going for $36,000. Does it make any sense? It's illogical. I see something more here. I see something more. I see that there are sparks of holiness that are literally exploding to get your attention on the market. Why? Because this is a form of godliness that is trapped over here, that is begging, please elevate me. So how do you do it? Very simple. Start a conversation with someone who loves watches and turn that conversation into a, hey, let's do an act of random goodness and kindness for somebody else. That's transforming the market. And this perspective all comes from Chabad Hasidus. So if you guys are even remotely interested in what I'm talking about, reach out to your local Chabad house. Reach out to your local rabbi, your Chabad shliach, or start talking to other people about this. The world is starting to recognize this more than just what meets the eye over here. And that's the idea. Very soon we're going to be living in this world where none of this is going to be a facade anymore.